Hey everybody, this is Jewelyn. Welcome back to the channel, and I can't believe I'm saying this. Welcome to another bathroom plant tour. We are wrapping up 2020. Another plant year has came and gone, and we are ready and looking forward to another plant year here in Santa Monica, California. In today's video, I just wanted to share with you what the bathroom currently looks like for plant life, wrapping up the year. Now, I haven't been much at all at home since the last plant tour. I've been in Las Vegas a lot for work, and I went home to Hawaii, so there was a handful of plants in the bathroom did not like me being away. My lemon lime tradescantia and another tradescantia, they went back into the greenhouse. So hopefully in an upcoming plant tour, they'll be able to come back out once they are back to their thriving self. I'm not really wanting to stress out about those plants. Tradescantias are really easy to propagate, and hopefully they'll be able to recover. Today's plant tour, you will see a handful of plants that are still living in the bathroom because they do great in the bathroom, or new plants that have gotten incorporated into the collection that wasn't here from the last plant tour that are now being styled in the space. Now, you will see once I give you another point of view, I don't have plants on the floor anymore. I brought them up from the floor, and because one, they got either really too big for the floor and it was just taking up too much space, and then now that my grandma's here for the holidays, it's just a lot more spacious to have the plants not on the floor. But my big red emerald hybrid was here is so tall that it just needed to go outside, so you will see it in the patio plant tour. And then I think I had a few more under the shelf area, which is right by my feet, and all of those plants have outgrown the space as well. So there's nothing on the floor. That is pretty much it as far as for styling. I still do have my hanging baskets on both sides and then my thrifted shelves. So I have not switched up the layout of how I'm styling plants in my bathroom. It's been working for me, and I'm really excited to share with you what the collection looks like inside of the bathroom. Sound off in the comments down below if you have a bathroom that is plant friendly. What type of plants are you currently styling in your bathroom? And for me, this is the first bathroom I've ever had in my living space that is plant friendly with the diffuse lighting, and it's so big that I can kind of create a greenhouse effect in here. But my previous bathrooms in all of my places that I lived in didn't have any windows, and it was super small and no natural lighting, so I never ever had plants in my bathroom until I moved into this space. And I've been loving being able to house all these plants in here, and for the most part all of the plants are doing good. It's just that I wasn't home for the last two and a half months or so, so the collection did take a beating here and there. But hopefully in the upcoming plant year, with spring coming around and the greenhouse in full effect, hopefully I'll be able to have more plants come out for spring 2020 plant tour. So without further ado, let's go ahead and give you a point of view of what the bathroom looks like, and then I'll talk about any new changes. Alright, so here is the point of view from the doorway of the bathroom. So as you see, my red emerald hybrid philodendron outgrew the bathroom, and it is living by the water fountain in the patio. So no plants on the bathroom floor. And now that I have my grandma here for the holidays, it's just better to have the bathroom more spacious. And as you can see, the humidifier is in full effect. I still do have hanging plants here on the door. That has not changed. I love being able to utilize those spaces because I have a lot of trailing plants and I don't have much of anything hanging on the wall. Here's the point of view from the shower. I still have my 3 hanging baskets here. I had to bring my string of hearts up higher because it is touching the ground. That is my second string of hearts. I got that one from Las Vegas. And then my rabbit's foot fern and my kangaroo paw fern is hanging on the door because they're just too heavy for me to hang on the ceiling. The ceiling in my studio is old and it can't handle much weight in the bathroom. But this works really well, and they still get the humidity and the diffuse lighting. I have 2 hanging plants here. I have my anthurium and a begonia in there. I'll share with them in a second what they look like. I'll bring them down. And then 2 plants on my windowsill. Is an overview of what is currently living on the plant shelf in the bathroom. Lots of green, and everyone is doing good for the most part in this part of the bathroom. Chinese money tree is gonna live, I think, in this bathroom corner by the sink for its entirety. Unless it gets super big, then I'll move it somewhere else, but for now it works. My Marimo moss balls is like the perfect place for it to be styled here. I really like seeing them every day. and they're very unproblematic, so they're perfect for this space. I can still enjoy them with all of the plants that need to be in here because of the humidity. So on the top here, you see my lilac tradescantia. So it took the space of my lemon lime. It's okay. Hopefully my lemon lime will come back and I can bring it out of the greenhouse. But for now, my lilac tradescantia is living there next to my original string of hearts. So here on my bathroom tray, I want to say this is an anthurium. This was a trade from a subscriber. It has lots of new growths. I'm happy about that. And then my newest houseplant, the Calathea orbifolia. I don't like Calatheas or Marantas because they're very dramatic plants. But I really wanted the orbifolia, and this is going to be my one and only Calathea in the collection. And we'll see how it does. It'll live in the bathroom because there's a lot of humidity in here. But it is fairly new, and I didn't even have it, I think, for 1 week. So let's see how it does. And I'll give you guys an update in an upcoming plant tour in a couple of months. On the top shelf, you see my birthday philodendron from last year, along with my mosaic Calathea, which was given to me from a subscriber. Tradescantia, it almost looks like a Tahitian bridal veil, and this just randomly grew from one of the planters that I bought a plant home, and it just started to grow out of it. And then look at now, it's a full plant. Isn't that crazy? So tradescantias are very easy, but they can be super dramatic and give you lots of brown leaves. This shelf here, I have my peperomia as well as my begonia, and then another tradescantia that was a trade from a subscriber of mine's. I think they're doing okay. I mean, at one point my peperomia was doing really good, and then while I went away during the end of the year, it just was not happy. And then one of my newest begonias, I believe I got this from Santa Barbara over the summer, is about to give me a bloom. So I would like to capture that at least for a photo and then try to dry it to put it into my art. On the bottom shelf here, I just have one of my Palea babies as well as my Sigonium that reverted back to green. Unfortunately, it was variegated. And then my Monstera is also here as well. I have one plant on the shower seal. This is my gorgeous red emerald philodendron. It loves living in the bathroom, and I have a baby growing in the greenhouse if anyone is interested. I really like this plant. In fact, this was like the second or third time I purchased the plant. When I originally purchased it online from another seller, it just did not come in great condition. Unfortunately, the thing died, and then I purchased another one, and it actually came with yellowing leaves. I didn't give up on it. I brought it into the bathroom, and then in time now it's just thriving and living its best life. I think it's a combination of the humidity and the diffuse lighting. So this plant will stay here exactly where you see it until it gets really big. Then I'll probably move it into the patio. But for now, it likes just, anytime I shower, it gets wet. And then the humidity and the diffuse lighting, there's always a new leaf coming through for me. So I'm really happy to share that for a plant update. My Peperomia glabella is still living in the bathroom, doing really good. Trying to think where I got this Peperomia. I don't remember. Probably somewhere in Southern California. And then my unidentified begonia. Both begonias in my bathroom, the one I just shared on my other shelf, and this one came from Santa Barbara during the summertime, and they're doing really great. I shared them on Pot of Fame. And then this begonia as well. I don't know the ID of these. It just never came with IDs when I bought them. I love the tiny little fragile leaves versus the big chunkier leaves. But begonias are really hit and miss with me. Either they do really well or do really dramatic for me. I think the begonias with the tinier leaves do better with me, but that's just maybe just a coincidence. But I really like seeing them in the bathroom, and here and there I don't mind adding a begonia to in the collection. As long as it's not super expensive, I don't mind trying. Fun update of my painted lady. This philodendron was part of a plant tray with a subscriber, and you've seen it on a recent planting with Jewelyn of me staking up a bunch of plants, and I'm happy to report this was one of them. I see that new leaf unfurling. I've shared it in Pot of Fames before, and I'm really looking forward to see what it does for me in the upcoming plant year. But this plant has not been dramatic at all. When I first got the cutting, it was living in leca, and it did so good producing a leaf in leca that I thought it was the perfect timing for me to transition it to soil. So I went from leca to soil, and so far so good. But let's see what it does for me now that I give it a little cocoa core stake to grow up on. But look at the gorgeous leaves. I absolutely love this. So here is 2 problematic plants that did not do well for me while I traveled. This is the current condition of my lavender Tradescantia and my Amigo Marcelo Peperomia. Both did not like me leaving. I mean, they're still in okay condition, but I seen them a lot more lush and fuller in the beginning of the year. But it is okay. I'm not gonna get mad at it. I'm just gonna keep my eye on it, and hopefully in the next upcoming plant tour it'll be lush and full again. But very easy to take care of if you're home. But again, I haven't been home for the last 2.5-3 months, and I still see a lot of growth, so I'm not gonna like stress out too much or be upset. But that is part of traveling and leaving your plants unattended for a while. Things like that happen. And here we are. My nanook got moved from being on the ground from the last plant tour, and now it had take place of the Tradescantia's previous Tradescantia's home. My big fuzzy green Tradescantia, I think the Fluminesis, it is now in the greenhouse. My grandma gave it a haircut. It's propagating, and then when it's nice and full again, we'll have it live in the bathroom. But for now, the nano came up into this section. It's still doing good. I absolutely love this plant, but it was fuller at one point. But with me traveling for the last handful of months, it just did not like me being away. But I still do have a big portion of the mother plant, so I'm not going to get mad. This is one of my favorite Tradescantias, and I feel like this Tradescantia was really popular for this plant year with the plant craze going up with the pandemic. But it's absolutely gorgeous and very fun to see in the collection. Here is another Tradescantia doing good. I try to keep a handful of Tradescantias if I can in the bathroom. They just like the humidity and the diffuse lighting. The growing conditions in here is really nice for Tradescantias. And then I also have my black velvet alocasia that was given to me from a subscriber because it was very dramatic. And I agree, alocasias are very hit and miss with me. I think a bunch of my alocasias are living by my fountain in my patio. They either do really good for you or they do really awful, and there's been a handful that I had to just throw out because it just didn't make it. But this one, it has this new leaf. I don't know, like it came with an original leaf, and then when this one popped up, the original one died. And I've had other alocasias do that for me in my previous alocasia plant situations. But this one, like, we'll see when it gives me a new leaf if this one will die. Comment down below if your alocasias do that for you. I've never seen an alocasia, some of them with more than like 3 leaves at a time. And then I have one of my gorgeous Boston ferns. In fact, the one in my patio I had to throw away. That one was super old. It just did not like me being gone, and unfortunately it was living in the patio. But now I know, I think in the future, if and when I do travel for a long period of time, I should bring my ferns in my bathroom because this one is doing really good. Alright, so we have the Jade Satin Pothos. I also have my Jewel Orchid and my Monstera Statliana, all doing good. So happy to report that my Jade Satin Pothos, as you see, is unfurling a new leaf. I'm so excited because I got that as far as for a plant trade, I want to say like a year ago, and only now it's giving me something. So just be patient with your plant cuttings. It took a year for it to give me a new leaf. The Jewel Orchid is still doing good. I guess I like it in that planter, and I don't want to touch it because it is a fragile plant and I hate to break it, so I'm just going to leave it in that planter. And then my Monstera cuttings, these are the ones that made it. The rest did not, unfortunately. But let's see what this plant does for me for the upcoming plant year. Hopefully I'll be able to share a very fun update in the future with new growth. So I'm looking forward to see what that plant does for me. But those are all cuttings, and the cuttings that made it, the rest, I want to say the same amount did not make it. And then here is the current vibe of my watermelon peperomia. I think all of the hanging sections of this watermelon peperomia. I might trim off and then I'll root it in water and then make a whole new plant just to kind of maybe keep it a little bit more tidier and compact. Comments down below if you have the watermelon peperomia. If yours looks like this, do you feel bad for it? Do you give it a haircut and propagate it and make a new mother plant and maybe put it back all together, or do you just leave it as is? Sound off in the comments. I would love to know your opinion. Here is another begonia, and I believe this was part of a plant trade from a plant friend of mine's a while ago. This is all what's left. As you see, super tiny. And in fact, the original cutting that I got from that plant friend did not make it, so I got another one, and this is the status of it. But this will remain in here along with my other begonias because the living conditions in the bathroom is best for them in my part of the world. So it'll continue to be a bathroom plant. This is Anthurium. It gave a new leaf, so I probably shared it for Pot of Fame. Super excited about that update. And this as well is going to live in my bathroom at least for the next upcoming plant year until it gets bigger, and then it'll transition out into the patio. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed my bathroom plant tour for 2020, wrapping up another plant year. Let me know what do you guys think about the bathroom and how I'm styling plants, or what plants are currently being styled in the bathroom. What was your favorite? Was there any plants that you were surprised to see living in the bathroom? For the most part, all of the plants in the bathroom do really well with the humidity in here. It does trend at about 80% with or without my humidifier on. I always like to have it at about 80, and the plants in here love the humidity and the diffuse lighting. And the giveaway rules. I love doing giveaways on my quarterly series, so all the rules apply no matter what video you are watching, what giveaway it is. You have to be subscribed to my main channel and the vlog channel, and following all 3 of my Instagram accounts, my main account, my plant account, and my resin account. And in the comments down below, leave the city, state, country that you live in, and if you have a bathroom, what plant is currently being styled in your bathroom, or if you had a bathroom, what plant would you like to have in your collection styled in your bathroom. I would love to know in the comments. I will pick a winner 1 week from the time the video goes live. I will announce the winner on my plant Instagram, and be sure that your YouTube profile is public. So in today's video, I wanted to give away 2 of my handmade Monstera magnets. They're super cute, and I thought it'd be fun to give you my favorite color, and then of course a green one. And these are handmade from me. I absolutely love my magnets. Anyone can enter the giveaway as long as you have a mailing address. I will pick a winner 1 week from the time goes live, and I would love to see a photo of the magnets in your kitchen. I think it's absolutely adorable, and of course it is plant themed, and no matter where you live in the world, because it's not a live plant, I can go ahead and ship this out to you. So I hope you guys enjoy my end of the year plant tour for 2020, wrapping up another plant year and seeing what is currently living in the bathroom. And I hope you guys enjoy all of my bathroom plant tours and just seeing what is coming in and out of the bathroom and seeing the plants evolve over time. If you haven't watched any of my previous plant tours, go ahead and check it on my YouTube homepage. You can see all of my plant tours that I do every quarter. Stick around because I have a few more plant tours, and it will go with the compilation. If you don't want to hear me talking about the plants, then at the end of each episode for my quarterly series, I do a compilation of the whole tour all in one video with some music, and you can enjoy the collection that way. And thank you guys so much for another fun plant year. And if you're new, welcome to the channel. Subscribe for daily uploads between the main channel Monday to Thursday and the vlog channel Friday to Sunday. You get a video each and every day. Until next time, aloha from Santa Monica, California, and all of the plants in my bathroom. Happy holidays. Bye.